Hello! Welcome to Bella Bin's Chinese food kitchen. In today's kitchen, I'm going to share with you a recipe of pork meat and Napa dumplings. I learned this recipe from my father, and my father learned this recipe from my grandmother. And my daughter used this recipe to make dumplings. That means in our family, 4 generations use this recipe to make dumplings. This is my private recipe, but I would like to share with you. I wish people eat healthy and happy every day. Okay, let's start to cook. These are all the material I make pork meat and Napa dumpling. You see, that's a pork ground lean, Napa, flour, then sunflower oil, soya sauce, garlic clove, a few, and 2 green onions, a little bit ginger, and a little bit Sichuan pepper, and salt. Okay, let's start to make. Okay, let's start to make the dough from flour. That's 2 cups of flour in this container. I also prepared 3/4 cups of cold water. Okay. Now, you see, we do this. We put the flowers in the side of a container. Then we use a cup, drop a few drops water slowly into the side of the container. Then stir. Make a small dough. Then we drop another few drops of water in and stir. Make a small bit of a small dough. Okay, continue do this. Drop another few drops and stir the water with the flour in the side. Now only a little bit dried flour left, so I continue doing this. Now, as you see, there's no dried flour left in the container. All become small dough ball. Okay, it's good. Now we use the hand to knead all the dough ball. To knead the dough 2 minutes. Now it's becoming this. It's a nice dough. So let's give a summary. that's 2 cups of dry flour. We use about 3/4 of cold water. 3/4 water, we didn't use all. It's it's a little bit, about 25 milliliters left. So that's all the water left. Okay. Plastic cover on the container. Then we set aside the dough for at least 2 hours. Next step, I chop the green onions and the ginger. Next step, let's process the ground lean pork meat. Put this ground lean pork meat in this big container. Then we add in gingers, add in the ground Sichuan peppers, add in the salt. It's half teaspoon salt. Then 1.5 tablespoon soya sauce. Okay. Then we stir the mixture. If you like more meat, you can put more meat. But for me, I like just about half meat and half vegetables. Okay, mix them well mixed. Then set aside about 1 hour. In the meantime, now we process Napa. Napa is already washed. Okay, now let's cut into small pieces. Slice them first. Okay, then it doesn't need to be very tiny pieces. It just a little bit small pieces is okay. Let's cut this way. That's okay. You see, these pieces, that's good enough. We don't need to cut to very tiny pieces. Okay, that should be okay. We put into the container. Then we do next cut. Now we continue to cut the Napa. This is the leaves part of Napa. Because it's leaves, so it can be cut into a little bigger pieces than the top part. Okay, now we come back. The meat already be marinated for 2 hours now. Okay. Let's put in green onions. Put aside of the container. Then add in, this is 1 tablespoon of peanut oil. We put on the top of green onions. Okay. Now we mixed oil and the green onion. That means use the oil cover the green onions. Okay, now it's good. Let's mix the green onion, oil, and the pork meat. Wow, smells nice. Smells good. Okay, it's well mixed. Now we go back to the Napa. Let's put 1/4 teaspoon of salt to sprinkle on the top. Then use this one to stir to mix the salt and the napas. So put on gloves. See, there's already some water come out. Okay. Now we squeeze the napas. We let some water go. Just came a little bit of water. Okay, put in the top of the meat. Okay. Now we back to the meat. You see the top, on the top are the napas because they are already salted. We don't need to put any salt now. We just mix the meat and the napa. Wow, smells really good. You see, in the mixture, it's about half of napa and half meat. If you like more meat, you can put more meat and less napa. But I like half and half. Okay, now the filling is ready. Let's go ahead to make dumplings.